Hey there, so I've had a lot of questions actually recently about how I do my editing and stuff, so I figured I would just kind of come and make a quick video to show you. So I've already applied the presets and actions and stuff that I want for this photo, so it's pretty much retouched, but as you notice it's kind of flat and there's nothing super exciting about it, so I'm going to add a light leak to it. So I got these light leaks, I want to say from Florabella, it might be from someplace else, but you can just purchase them online. And I can look for this exact one if you need. But it's basically just, you know, a naturally captured light leak. Anything that's black is going to not have any light. So it kind of is obviously super bright here and then kind of filters out. So the easiest way to put this on top of your other image is just to open up both images in Photoshop. Then you have your arrow tool selected and you're just going to click and drag this over on top of that image, if that makes sense. So now you want to make it as big or bigger than the image that you're using. So I'm just going to transform it. So on a Mac, that's Command T to make it bigger. Now, I am not a huge fan of this super, super bright spot up here. So I usually make it significantly bigger so I kind of eliminate that. I think that just kind of makes it look a little bit more photoshopped than I want it to look. So I'm kind of happy with that. So I'm going to hit Enter. And now we go up here on the right-hand side. And you change this from normal to screen, and now you can see you have that light leak coming through the top. So right now it's a little bit too subtle, so I'm going to bring it down just for educational purposes. So now I think that's kind of nice. The only issue is it's on her skin, and it kind of affects the image where I don't want it to. So you could potentially go in and use a black brush and just kind of erase it off of her face and skin. I'm going to do a quick little shortcut. I just use the eraser tool, and then I come up, you want to make sure that the hardness is at 1%. You want it to be super, super soft, and you want it to be about as big as you can get away with. So I think this is a good one, because basically it's going to feather off the edges, but everything towards the middle of the eraser is going to be completely erased. So I think I'm happy with that, so I'm going to just click once to erase off her face. Beautiful. I'll click down here too, just in case there's anything that hit her skin down here. And that's the basic gist. And then usually I'm good to go with that. I just flatten it and save it. But you can see if you look at the history, just the difference from that into that. It's just a much more dynamic image. And you can definitely capture sun flare straight out of camera, but it's not usually going to have this warm, warm, warm quality unless it's being filtered through trees or something in a very specific manner. So this is a good way to kind of reproduce that on days where you might not have that sunlight, or if you're just still learning photography and you're not quite sure of how to capture it, this is a nice way to kind of fake it for a little bit. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions.